Well, more and more Tamil film stars are now coming out and speaking up on the ongoing protest. They too are sharing their views. In fact, they're coming out in support of the ongoing protest for lifting the ban on Jallikattu. Superstar Rajinikanth is the latest, along with Ajit and Surya, who have reached at the Nadikar Sangam for a silent protest. In fact, he's also joining several top stars who have joined the protest on Jallikattu ban. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are the visuals of that silent protest, but we do know that Rajinikanth, superstar Rajinikanth, has also now come out in support of the ongoing protest to lift the ban on Jallikattu, and he in fact joins several other superstars who have also in the last few days come out and expressed their solidarity and extended their support to the lakhs of people who have come out on Marina Beach. I'm going to go straight across to Akshaya for more details on this silent protest. Akshaya, just give us more details about this protest in which most of the superstars of the Tamil film industry are participating in.
Yeah, so beautiful it looks. Oh, I missed that.
Akshaya, can you hear me? Okay, I'm being told that we are joined by another correspondent of ours, Akshata Nandgopal. She is in fact also keeping a close watch on the kind of protests going on at Marina Beach. Akshata, we just broke the news of Rajinikanth joining a silent protest, and he also joins other film stars from the Tamil industry and extends his support to the people of Tamil Nadu for lifting of the ban on Jallikattu. Can you tell us a little bit more about the silent protest?
Well, Avantika, the Nadikar Sangam, which is a film association here in Tamil Nadu, it's very popular because the top actors are part of the Nadikar Sangam. It's a film association. Rajinikanth, Ajit, Surya, all of them are present there. But beyond that, also the likes of Kamal Haasan, we've seen Surya, we've seen also Vijay coming out and put out video messages showing their solidarity with the people who are gathered here at the Marina Beach. All of them have come to do their bit. And in fact, we also heard yesterday, I'd spoken to some people about the fact that they've got the star power as far as this protest is concerned. But they also made it very clear that they do not want these film stars to be present right here at the Marina Beach. Avantika, believe it or not, they said that, you know, this is a people's protest. Keep it that way. We do not want these actors to join us here at the Marina Beach. We saw two actors yesterday. One was a veteran actor identified as Satyaraj, who's very popular here. Another was Nazar. Both of them came down, but it was a very, kept in the down low kind. They came down here, showed their solidarity and immediately walked out. They weren't sitting here for the protest for way too long. I think they've done that essentially to ensure that law and order doesn't go out of control. But before, I give it back to you here in the studio, I want to quickly show you things are getting a little unruly here, Avantika, because the crowds are massive now. You're seeing people coming in here. They've completely occupied the road as well in this particular area. So traffic also is unable to move. I can also show you that people there are throwing water packets to the crowd from these lorries. They're throwing water packets to the protesters out there. Eventually, all these people who are gathered here, they will amalgamate there where we're seeing the protests taking place. So that number is really going to swell up. But these roads are completely chock-a-block. For all our Chennai viewers out there, Avantika, big warning if they're planning to step out and come this side. They're going to face a mammoth task really to make their way through this kind of traffic. So as I told you earlier, it's only becoming bigger. There's only more and more people who are gathering now today on the 5th day.
Oh, absolutely. I can barely see the water. It's a sea of people behind you, Akshata. But, just tell me, how's the administration coping up with this massive show of strength?
You know what's nice to see, Avantika, and you'll see that report also on India Today, where we're looking at the kind of work that's being done by the volunteers as far as the administration really is concerned. The police also, I came here at about 8 in the morning, and they've been here from early in the morning. In fact, they're all through the night, they're here all through the day. they too have ensured that things don't go out of hand. But at this point, there really isn't much that the police too can do. You can see them, of course, they've gathered there in large numbers. They're ensuring that people do not come past that rope and enter the roads to ensure that, you know, the traffic at least can move to some extent in this particular stretch. There's only so much that the police can do. As far as the government is concerned, well, we all know about the developments that happen in the national capital.
Right.
As far as the state is concerned, unfortunately, there isn't a message of unity that's being sent across to the people here at the Marina Beach, which is why the numbers are only swelling up.
You come from Chennai. You spend most of your life there. What is it? The one thing that strikes you about this huge movement, about, you know, the show of strength that we've been getting to see, this unprecedented protest, lakhs of people descending on Marina Beach and just standing together to, you know, to protect the Tamil culture, to you know, stand together for the heritage, for its customs. What is it that really strikes you about this movement?
You know, Avantika, I've been waiting to speak up on this issue, quite honestly, because this is something that really has, you know, affected me emotionally as well, to see the kind of support that we've been getting. I mean, look down there. There's a man who's dressed as a bull standing atop a bike, and he is waving to the crowds. He's gathering whistles there. There are people, you know, coming together in a unique way that possibly can happen only here in Chennai. I want to tell you quickly also something that happened with me yesterday. You know, last night, by the time we finished our work here, it was pretty late in the night, and I was walking out, and you know, there's this huge male crowd. So it is a little intimidating, but you know, those volunteers down there, Avantika, they've really shown what they're made of. They formed actually a human chain for me to be able to walk out of Marina Beach. Someone escorted me to my car, and then when I was getting out, they moved the bike so that my car can get out. When I was moving into the traffic, they stopped the traffic, let my car go, and this wasn't because of it. I was a journalist. I didn't have my press tag with me. I just had a bag. I was just walking out. So this is how they're ensuring that things are in place. You know, they say Singara Chennai, which is a beautiful Chennai. I think it should be the Singara people of Chennai, really, from what I've seen here, because it's unbelievable, really. Such crowds gathered, and yet you don't see, and you know, one incident of violence. There are people ensuring that people are hydrated, water's being given. There's a doctor on call who's voluntarily come out here to stage to be with the people.
Absolutely, and that's perhaps what is making this movement such a huge success. Akshita, stay with me. You know, I'm getting a news that Jayalalitha's niece, Deepa Jayakumar, who just very recently has taken a plunge into politics, has said that she too will also participate in this protest. She is expected to be there at 1 in the afternoon. But Akshita, one thing that really stands out is how this movement has been, you know, apolitical. It's a leaderless movement. It may have been, you know, mobilized because of social media, but on the if you take a look at it in the larger view of things, people have been, you know, taking this cause individually. For them, it's their own individual fight, and that's really something that stand out. They're not really bothered about politicians or their presence or even the statements that they're making.
Absolutely, and it's difficult. It's a difficult task, Avantika, to keep this kind of a mass movement away from the political class. I was speaking to some volunteers earlier, and you know, I was telling them that there are certain reports that suggest there are several people who are questioning whether this is politically funded. Where do you get the kind of money from? And he did very clearly say that it's not easy, because you know, every single day there are several people who come up with party flags. They then push them away, tell them that look, we do not want this, and all the while trying to ensure that this is a peaceful protest. I should also tell you that on social media was doing the rounds is this particular post warning people at the Marina Beach. You know, as we've spoken time and again, this is an issue. This is a protest that's been started off, posted on social media, and you know, really enraged from there. So the heart of this lies in social media, and I want to tell you about this post that I saw, which warns people who are gathering at the Marina Beach, saying that some political leaders may try to disperse this protest by sending goons. I mean, I don't know how far this is true, but there's warned people saying that if you see that kind of activity, please report it to the volunteers so they can peacefully take them away from the spot. So there's a lot of awareness here, and they're very, very strictly, very consciously trying to ensure that there is no political color whatsoever to this protest.
Fair enough, absolutely. And you know, one applauds the way this movement is going on without any untoward incident being reported, and with you know, proper law and order being maintained. But there's also the other part of it, Akshita, about just how public sentiment can never override the Supreme Court's order. There are many conspiracy theories doing the rounds. There are many who are saying that the people are being misguided, misinformed, and how can, a Supreme Court order be overturned or revoked? So those are also questions that one is asking.
Absolutely, and they're very sensible questions, Avantika. Those which get very emotional answers once again from the people. I've put these questions to them before, but they're very emotional about this issue of Jallikattu. So when I told them that, look, isn't this contempt? Because this is a Supreme Court order. You're putting the onus on the state and the centre. They're saying that, this is a sub judice matter. So how realistic is it to really, blame the Chief Minister, blame the Prime Minister and say that this is what we expect? They very clearly immediately rake up the Kaveri issue. They say that, look, this is what happened. Karnataka didn't release water to us. Was any action taken? Absolutely not. So they're saying that at the end of the day, what they want is an ordinance, and they will fight it tooth and nail till they get that done. So they are putting the onus still on the centre and the state, and these are issues that I've put out with them as well, because, they are threatening that this will be a protest that will go on for days and days and days. Realistically speaking, how far will it hold? Are we looking at an infinite protest? People are not going to gather in these kind of huge numbers every single day because they just simply cannot afford it. Today we're seeing, people are coming in after work. Some people are not going to work. But how long can they hold that up is the question. So, realistically speaking, they don't really have an answer as far as that is concerned. For the time being, they're looking forward till possibly Republic Day. They're saying that will be a black day. Here's where, of course, the Republic Day parade happens. There is a lot of celebrations for Republic Day that happens at the Marina Beach, because this is really the soul of Chennai, Avantika. And they've around this place. They've ensured that this has become the voice of the youth. So they're saying at this point that Republic Day will be a black day. They're possibly looking until there, and we'll see post to that what happens.
Absolutely. And, this protest is not just restricted to Tamil Nadu, to the state of Tamil Nadu, or for that matter, to Madurai, Coimbatore, and even Chennai, because the protest is spreading to other parts of the country. In fact, we're seeing a similar protest being organized in Jantar Mantar by the Tamil community in the national capital. And to give us an update is India Today's correspondent Shalini, who is keeping a very close track. She's been speaking to the protesters who have gathered in such huge numbers at Jantar Mantar. Shalini, tell us, what exactly have you been seeing here in Delhi? There have been a lot of discussions, meetings between the Chief Minister, the Prime Minister, the Home Ministry with the Tamil Nadu state government. But apart from that, tell us a little bit more about this protest that has been organized at Jantar Mantar.
Right now there are people come here at Jantar Mantar, Avantika. You can hear the chants, the screaming, shouting behind me. Slogans being raised here: Jallikattu Zindabad, PETA Murdabad. Their demands are to ban PETA and to bring amendments in the prevention of cruelty animals. Over here you have a lot of people here, all of them for Jallikattu. People with the style here, people standing here, all of them raising their voice, all of them in support of Jallikattu. You have these posters such as this: Save Jallikattu, bring about a change in the PCA, saying do not put Jallikattu under animal fighting, remove the ban on bulls from using them in tradition and cultural practices. All of them saying that they are here to prevent their identity, to prevent the native breeds of bulls. All of them saying Jallikattu is not a cruel sport where you just have to hang on to the hump of the bull for around 50 meters. Over here talking to people here. So what is the agenda of this agitation?
Actually, it's a very happy news for us that PETA chairman has been resigned, and it's very, very happy news for us.
One of the our first step to our success. PETA chairman got resigned. It is the first step to our success.
People happy and feeling that PETA's chairman has just resigned, all of them with big smiles on their faces, shouting, celebrating here on the streets of Jantar Mantar. Now, sir, if you can tell us what exactly is your agenda, demanding changes in the PCA, talking about supporting Jallikattu.
Actually, early it was East India Company coming to India and take all our goods and services, but they are now coming in form of NGOs like PETA and other organizations to erase our native breeds from our nation and to make our economically binding on them. So there are some international politics.
Talking about organizations, international organizations coming down, settling in India. Here you can see this little child here holding the Jallikattu poster. Sir, you've come with your child standing here holding the poster. So you can talk in Tamil, that's perfectly fine. You're coming here, you're standing the poster. What do you need from the government, and for how long will you stay here and protest?
We are saying more than 2 hours, madam, here.
எவ்வளவு நாள் இருப்போம் அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க.
Up to Supreme Court to deny the law.
Until the Supreme Court lifts the interim ban, these people will continue protesting, is what this man has to say with this little child here at Jantar Mantar, Avantika.
Absolutely. As we can see, the clamour for revoking the ban on Jallikat growing louder with every passing minute. Superstars and eminent personalities like Kamal Hassan, Dhanush, Surya are rallying together for Jallikat. We saw, what Vishwanathan Anand, the chess champion, had to write in Twitter, hailing the Tamil spirit and the people who have come together for this cause. And Shalini, thank you both.